What is up, everybody? Welcome, or of course, welcome back to my channel. My name is, of course, Bianca, and this is Conscious Creation with me, with the incredible ambient, abundant sun behind us. How lucky we are today to be here. As I said, my name is Bianca, and of course, I'm a manifestation coach. If you want to work with me, all of the info is below in the description. And some of you have been asking about the 21-day challenge. Just email me. My email is here if you want any info about that as well. So here are, in this video today, sort of 3 things that I want to point out. And this is after a comment I got from a subscriber who wanted me to talk a little bit more about abundance, going to 2025, becoming wealthy, and talking about money. Now, when it comes to money, firstly, I want to point out that everybody has a different perspective and belief on what is a lot and what is a little. So you will know exactly what it is that you want, right? As I said in one of my previous videos about money, which I'll link up here, everybody, how can I say this? Everybody kind of wants to be a millionaire, right? But we don't actually know what we're going to do with that money. So this is where the intention part comes in. But I'll get to that in another video on another day. The first true block that I see with a lot of people who want to manifest money is that we vibrate, or we walk around and we are in a state of lack. Let's be honest. We have to understand that we manifest from states. We manifest from a state of being. Now, if our state of being is not having and wanting certain things, then we have to understand, we have to take a few steps back, right? We manifest what we are. So if we manifest what we are and we want to be wealthy, then we have to be wealthy. We have to become wealthy. Now, how do we do this when our bank account is next to nothing, when we may not even have enough to pay the rent? I don't know your situation. I have been in this situation, and I've got to be honest with you that it's a little bit difficult to pretend that you're a millionaire when you have $200 in your account. For example, you may even have just 20 cents. You may be in debt, but you want to take a few steps back and look in your reality at all of the things you have. And this is really a practice that I do point out in my 21-day challenge about the attitude of gratitude, which I talked about in yesterday's short. We don't attract, or we don't, besser gesagt, we don't manifest what we want, right? We don't manifest wanting money. If we manifested wanting money, we would perpetually keep staying in a reality where we would want the things and we would never reach them, right? We can't catch things. We can't chase things. We become, right? So I want you guys to start looking around, and Louise Hay talks about this. She even has affirmations. I'll probably link them in the description below. Just things like, it is awesome, and I'm so grateful that I can have a shower today, depending on where you live, of course. You know, some of us drink coffee in the morning. It might be like, I'm so grateful that I'm able to have this amazing coffee and really sit in that essence of the luxury of actually having a coffee. I'm so grateful for the car. I'm so grateful for my job. And I know that this doesn't have a direct correlation to money manifestation, but it brings us into this sense of abundance. And I know that I talk about this a lot when I'm in Australia. My house is not great. It's not great in the sense it's not big. It's like a mansion. Everybody wants the mansion, the millionaire lifestyle. It's like this house that I have in this part of the country that I live in makes me every day feel like a millionaire. And that is the feeling state that I have created inside of me. It has nothing to do with my external, other than the fact that, yeah, there is a beautiful landscape around me. But the feeling of being wealthy, despite the fact that I don't live in a mansion, is why I am able to manifest what I'm able to manifest, which is more of what I am, which is a wealthy human being. So that is what I would recommend for the first kind of tip that I would give you guys, is to start adopting this beautiful gratitude. And even if a person smiles at you during your day, that is such a beautiful thing. And you can say, you know what, thank you so much. And you will see the perpetual response and the attractiveness that will bring into your life, if I can even say attractiveness, how much more you will attract into your life on this vibrational frequency, or this vibrational plane. And I think the second mistake that I see a lot of people when they come to manifesting and they want to, attract more into their life when it comes to money or wealth or abundance is, sorry guys, this feeling of desperation, this desperate feeling of, I'm not where I need to be right now. I am not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not lovable enough to get a relationship, to get. I'm not skilled enough to get this money. You see, we manifest, again, we manifest what we are. And if we are in a state of lack, if we are in a state of chasing, then what do we attract, or what do we manifest more of? We manifest and attract more of that of what we are. So many of us want to do techniques to get the SP. Rather than do techniques, and this is 101 manifesting, rather than do techniques to become the individual. And yeah, it may not be easy for some of us who have really strong belief systems that we might even know not where they come from. But we also know that we persist in the state of the wish fulfilled. And we want to do techniques to help us come into a space of expansiveness, of peacefulness, if I can even say that, of feeling calm, you know. And I also talk about this a lot, this sense of having fun on this conscious creation journey. So bring more playfulness, you know. Don't do affirmations and don't do techniques if you feel like you have to do them, because if you don't do them, you know, you'll blame yourself because whatever you believe, the story that you tell yourself. Do techniques, do, you know, visualizations, because you want to do them because you're so curious about actually becoming, as I say in my intro, the best version of yourself. And everything else, as I always say, will just be secondary to you being this illuminous being, right? So less desperation, less lack, less grasping, and more, do the techniques. That is why I do this coaching. That is why, you know, I do my 21-day challenge, because I want you guys to really understand this and grasp this and understand that it's you versus yourself. And I know that I repeat this a lot, but they're just different ways of looking at things, guys. So less desperation and more becoming and more fun. Have fun with this. Enjoy, be curious, and become expansive. It feels really, really good. And I think the last thing I want to point out in this video today is this attachment to a specific outcome, right? And this is like, okay, Bianca, but we are talking about wealth and abundance and money today, but when we're going about specific person, we're like, well, we want to manifest this specific person. But I often see people, you know, and I've coached now for over I've coached for a year and a half. I've coached over 100 students, which I'm like incredible, which is just awesome. And you guys are just amazing. What I notice with people who manifest really fast is they stop putting this deadline or this timeline on, I need to get this specific thing by this day, because they have either done the work or changed their beliefs or started to trust and have faith that everything is working out for me, right? And when we take away this, like, I need to have this certain thing, and we open ourselves up to the possibilities of the limitless abundance that is. And again, coming back to the first point is changing up your frequency, right? Then we actually tend to manifest faster. So what I would recommend, if you find yourself like, I need to have this on a certain day, actually in that state, you're not in the state of consciousness. You're not in the state of the person who knows that they have it now, right? And that is basically all that manifestation is. It is training ourselves, and it is becoming that person who knows that this is happening now. So why would we need to attach, or why would we even want to attach ourselves to an outcome? Why would we want to attach that, right? The more detached we are, and the more that we know, and the more that we stand in faith that this is done, the faster the things come in, right? I am standing in gratitude and gratefulness for what I have. I am not attaching myself to a specific timeline or grasping to this thing, and I'm not being desperate for it. I'm not standing in that, because if I was any of those things, desperate, chasing, lacking, then I would attract more of that, and my assumptions would be completely different to somebody who assumed that I am wealthy, despite what my current circumstances show me. So once we start to live in this state, and I really talk a lot about energies and frequencies, and I really stand by manifestation because it has changed up who I am as a human being. So that is why I teach these certain things. But once we stand in that, we will see, as we start to work in this way, in this sense of calm, peace, expansiveness, limitless, it feels different. And we will watch. We will actually watch. And sometimes it's like it comes faster than we even think. And we will watch the world around us just change because, well, the world around us is a reflection of us, right? So I hope that this potentially helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope I could put that into the best way possible, that you could really just get this, because it is so simple. And yeah, of course, if you're still here, I would really appreciate that you did hit like, share, and of course subscribe. This really helps grow this incredible channel that I really hope this year is going to just fly. And with all the love from me to you, I wish you all the best, and we'll see us, of course, in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you so much.